everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am or you're new here, I'm Tash McZombie and yes, this is today's video. I'm going to put my chair up a bit. Didn't really make a difference. Anyway, sorry I've been a little bit MIA on my channel. I have had a lot going on. So I should probably start with exciting news. Myself and my husband are expecting another baby. So I'm currently 3 months pregnant, so the baby's due in 6 months, so my due date is the 30th of March next year. So yes, this is really exciting. So yeah, that's kind of been the kind of forefront of everything, hence why I've not really been filming. There we go, that's better. This chair is not cooperating. So I'm debating whether I'm going to do like a separate video kind of talking about pregnancy, because obviously I'm going to do videos like along my pregnancy, kind of, you know, vlogging kind of things, or like hauls, or getting ready because we're going to have to transform this entire bedroom for a baby space. So don't know if you'd be interested in me doing a kind of like honest sit down chatty video about, you know, early pregnancy. I would honestly be really happy to do that, because when I had Ivy Rose, which was 9 years ago, I got pregnant when I was 18, so I got pregnant 10 years ago. Things were very, very different, and my circumstances were completely different. I was homeless, I was a single mum. Things were very different to my life now, and the NHS was very different then as well. Plus, I didn't know I was pregnant up until about 4 months. For reasons, I just didn't have any symptoms. I still had a period. All this stuff that, anyway, not relevant to this video, but I never had a first trimester, so to say, with that pregnancy. So this time around, things have been very, very different. I've had every symptom under the sun. I've had to deal with so many different specialists and doctors and clinics and all this shebang I never had before. Plus, it kind of feels like, even in this day and age, I feel like there still isn't enough out there to prepare mothers and fathers for pregnancy and everything, every stage that comes along. And I think especially in the first trimester, it's a very lonely and scary time. So if that's something you'd be interested in, if I could like do a video just chatting, it would probably be like an hour long, knowing me, just about like the kind of stuff that does kind of go on, then let me know, because I'd be happy to do that. If it's too depressing, if it's too like, I don't want to sit here and hear about your morning sickness, that's perfectly fine. So let's actually get into this video. So I honestly was kind of stuck for what to film, because my last video was a book review that honestly I thought was going to do better, and I know don't focus on the views and this and that, but like, it didn't really do that great. So I kind of decided to move my book reviews over to my Instagram, which I will link below. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Zombie Tash on Instagram, and that's where I will post book reviews, just in case you did enjoy it, you're wondering where my book reviews have gone. I have moved them over to my Instagram because they seem to do better there. So that's just a quick update for you all on my life and where my book reviews have gone. So yeah, I kind of decided what to film. I haven't really been out much because pregnancy's kind of had me a bit housebound for a while. Excuse the mess in that background. You know, sorry guys, sorry, new setup and everything's going wrong. There we go. You know, so and then I was like, you know what, I have like a few random things that I've really been enjoying since we kind of came into autumn, kind of over September and now into October. So I thought, why not, let's just talk about like a favourites video. So I'm probably going to start with what I'm wearing. So I actually got this yesterday, and it is this dress. So as you can see, it is huge on me. It is way too big because I needed maternity clothes, because none of my clothes fit me. So it actually, like, I kind of have a little bit of a bump going on. It is like way too big, but that's what I want, because obviously my bump's gonna keep growing, my boobs are gonna keep growing. So I got this on Boohoo. I will link it below. I can't remember, I think it was about 20 quid, maybe more, maybe less, but it's really cute. It's got like, you know, you've got cobwebs and spiders, little bats and ghosts, and I just thought it was really nice. It has that like proper factory smell, which is kind of giving me the book a little bit wearing it. But honestly, none of my clothes fit apart from my work clothes. I was like, I'm super skimp. So I managed to get a couple of things, and this is what I've done. Because it's spooky season, and all the Halloween clothes are coming out on like ASOS and Boohoo. But I am going to say this. So I am a plus size girl, but like maternity clothes go up to like a size 16 or 18. And I'm like, do bigger women are not allowed maternity clothing? Just something out there to brands, because this is on Boohoo and ASOS. I went on a maternity bit and it was like up to size 16, up to size 18, and I'm like, that's fine, but what if you were that size to begin with before getting pregnant? You have to go up a size or two. It just seems a little biased. There's already enough kind of like shame and judgment put out there on like bigger mums and stuff, so it just kind of sucks. But I mean, I managed to get this. I got this in a couple sizes too big for me. Simply just so it's gonna last much longer. Right now it's way too big. I'm not wearing the best bra, but I love it. And then I also ordered, sticking with clothes from Boohoo, I got this t-shirt. Does it say how much it was? No. Which is this one here, which says Yas Witches. So as you can see, it's really big. It's like in an extra large. I think this is a size 20, so it is like really big, but even for a 20 this is quite big. It's really nice material, like it's really soft, and it's got like a good stretch to it. And then yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, printed on kind of stuff, but it's not the kind of stuff that's like gonna peel off, you know. It's like pretty stuck on there. So that's like the font and like the kind of drippy font. And I thought this would just be nice, just team it either just with leggings, even just around the house, or, you know, team it with like a skirt. I have one skirt that fits, or like a kind of pinafore, like dungaree kind of dress, and I need to have like this kind of poking through. If it'll be nice. I don't know if I want to like cut up the collar or not, just to kind of like grunge it up a little bit, just so it's less of like just a t-shirt. I'm not sure, but I just thought these two were really nice and perfect for maternity wear and all year round for us spooky people. So I think I'll stick with clothes first. So this top here was kind of like a impulse buy, if that makes sense. This isn't the type of thing I would ever usually buy for myself. I saw it in Tesco, I saw it on a mannequin, and I fell in love. So mustard obviously is so in for this season, like mustard and burgundy. And I got this like high-necked, long sleeve kind of cotton top. So I got this in Tesco. I'll link it below. It's, again, I got it in a size 20, so it's quite big on me, but it's quite good that it's like, I know it's not gonna, like, when my bump gets bigger, drastically like cling to it or like stretch massively. So there's like room in it for the bump to grow. And I have never worn something with like a high collar like neck before. Now, because it is a bit big, it doesn't quite sit like tightly around my neck. It does kind of hang a little bit. And you can also kind of go like this, like kind of fold it over. And honestly, because I have such a double chin, I've always been like so skeptical of like high neck, like turtleneck kind of tops. But I love this top. It's so, it really, the colour suits me, like with the way my hair, my natural colour is coming through, like all the blonde is coming through. Like, I haven't had my hair done in so long. Like, the last time I paid for it done was probably a year ago. And then I got it done for free at the like hair academy like months ago, and my blonde is just coming through like crazy. I'm so skint. And you know that way when you start getting your hair dyed professionally, like by your hairdresser, and I love my hairdresser, she's amazing, It's Loretta from Lipstick, Lashes and Locks. I'll link her below. She's fantastic. So like, I hate dyeing my hair myself because I see the difference in the quality that my hair is after, how long the dye lasts, and it costs a fortune. And I don't know, my hair is driving me not too mad today because it looks quite nice today. It's driving me mad. But either way, this actually goes really well with my hair, the kind of makeup I'm wearing. It's in the wash. I'll insert a picture at the end. But I wore it with this like kind of pinafore dress I have, which has always been too big, so it's something that fits me. And it's got like red and yellow kind of flowers on it. It's very autumnal. And this goes amazingly perfectly with it. And yeah, I love this top. So as I said, I got it in Tesco. I think it was like a tenner or £18 or £8. I can't remember. I'll link it below. But it's really comfy. It's really stretchy. And it is obviously like the in colour this season, which usually I don't really bother with that kind of thing. But I really, really like mustard yellow. And it's funny because yellow is one of my least favourite colours. But there's something about that shade of yellow in this time of year that I'm like, give me all the yellow. I went for a very yellow phase a few years ago. I had this bright, long, flowy yellow skirt and had a bright yellow jumper. For a colour I don't like, I wear a lot of it. Anyway, and then this t-shirt here, my husband got me. So this is from Abandoned Ship, which is a Scottish independent clothing company. And they are amazing. I have quite a few t-shirts. My Barb t-shirt, which I think I've worn in previous videos, and my I'm Not My Anxiety t-shirt. I got them from Abandoned Ship. I've got my husband quite a few t-shirts from them. They're just such like a great company. The guy who runs it's lovely. They're based in Dundee, which sucks. I hate Dundee, and I wish they had a shop here in Edinburgh. But like their online shop's great. They do subscription boxes. They do amazing like t-shirts. They do a lot of political stuff. I know they had a stall at like DragCon last year, I think. They're just such a great company. I love their ethics. I love everything they kind of stand behind, and they're really funny as well. And they're really easy to like talk to if you ever had any complaints or whatever. So Grant actually went into the store he was working through in Dundee, and he was like, what does Dundee have that we don't? And I was like, the Beano? Did you go to the Beano shop? And he's like, no. But he got me this t-shirt, which I wore in my last video. So this is the front of it. So it's just a plain white t-shirt. It's super big because he was like, oh, you're pregnant, you're moaning nothing fits. I thought you'd like some really baggy t-shirts. And I was like, yes I do. So this is the design on the front. It's this really cool like skull in a rose design. And their designs are very obviously like kind of neo-traditional tattoo kind of style. And then this is the back. So obviously it says Abandoned Ship Apparel. So we've got the big pirate ship here with skulls. We've got lots of roses. It's all in like black and grey. And then we've got like the artist signatures at the bottom. This says Never Stop. Steve Jones? Steve Jones? I don't know if that's the name of the ship. I don't know. Anyway, that's it there. And I love it. White isn't usually a colour I wear, because if you watch my book review, you would have seen that the light kept bouncing off my shirt on the video, and I kept having to play around with my curtains and my lighting. But I always feel very self-conscious in white, but when I team this with like a skirt, it looks great. If I just wear it on its own with leggings, not so much. But I really like it. The quality is amazing. The print is so good. Like, it's not good. It can go through your washing machine and it will not shrink. It won't wrinkle. It won't peel off. The prints are so good. And their stuff is such good quality as well. And they're pretty affordable. I mean, it's kind of difficult because I kind of feel like t-shirts have gone up in price. Like, I remember you could get like 2 t-shirts for £15 or 2 t-shirts for £10, you know, kind of back in the day, like band t-shirts and stuff, where now it's like you could spend 40 quid on a t-shirt and that's normal. So it's kind of hard to be like, but they do regular sales, you know, and their subscription box is really good. Like, you get a t-shirt, you get hats, pins, prints, all this stuff. Anyway, and then last clothing item is this. So I don't know what these are called. It's like a hat, but not a hat. Bandana, scarf. So I got this in H&M. So you basically wear it like so, my fringe. And, you know, I mean, it's the top of your head. So obviously you can style your hair however you want with it. But I really, really like this. I like that it's got this kind of knot bit at the top, so it looks like you've tied it yourself. I love the colour. Again, it goes amazing with that jumper. It goes really nice with my hair. Everything. I hate my hair, but everything goes well with my hair. And it's really, really cozy, and it's a really thick knit. Now, I love hats. I do. I have a face for hats, I've been told. I do. But I always find I get too hot in them. I'm always too hot. And then I kind of thought that this was a really great in-between, because it's like, it's cozy, it keeps my ears warm, it looks nice. I always feel really like sophisticated wearing it, which seems so silly. But I don't overheat in it, and when I take it off, it's easier to fix my hair from taking this off than it is if I take off a whole hat. So again, I got this in H&M. As I said, I'll link everything below. But I really, really like this. I love everything about it, honestly. I love the colour. I think they had different colours, but this has honestly been like a lifesaver when it's so cold outside, but I'm not melting, like my head's not sweating, my hair is not getting wrecked. Yeah, it's not going to protect me from like wind, like rain or snow, but neither's a woolly hat either. So really, really, I don't know what they're called, but I really like this. Okay, so another thing, Grant and Ivy got me this to say congratulations on passing and finishing my masters, and it is this wonderful Nightmare Before Christmas purse that's got lock, stock and barrel on the front, so they're all like stitched on and then kind of sketched in the background, which I think is really interesting. And in the back you've got like this metal plaque, obviously it's Tim Burton's Night for Christmas. And then inside it's pretty big, like you've got room for your cards on like either side. You have this really cool like print with lock, stock and barrel, and a bit for your cash. And that's the baby scan that I keep in there in case anyone was interested. So here's a little Bambino McPhillips at 12 weeks. Just because that was in there. So I really, really like it. And the funny thing was, I saw this in the Disney shop because they have all their Night Before Christmas stuff out. And for Halloween. And I fell in love with it, but I didn't have enough for it at the time. Slash, I really needed a new purse. Like, I had this amazing purse that I got in TK Maxx, and it was like silk with jellyfish on it, but it got so grubby because it was white, and people used to always look at me when I take my purse out of my bag like, what is that? So I'm absolutely in love with this. It said you can get this in the Disney shop. They do have a matching bag, but I really like the purse. They had another purse that was similar but not as big as this one, and it's like a Disney villain one, which I did really like, but this one was just a bit more practical for myself, like in everything I store in my purse. So really love this. And I have just kind of some random items. So I'm actually not doing book reviews on here. I do want to mention this book that I finished. So this is The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney. Oh my god, this book is amazing. So they have another book out called Believe Me, which has like the first chapter that's at the end of this book. It's already out, so I'm going to go order that because this book I have fallen in love with. It was so weird and creepy. I couldn't put it down. I don't think I've actually read a book in so long that I just finished in like a day or two, couldn't put it down. It was giving me nightmares. It was so creepy. I'm not really going to say much about it because I'll leave that for my review on Instagram. But if you like suspense, weird books, you will really like this. If you like crime and suspense, this is really, really good. It totally made me question so many previous relationships I had been in with abusive partners that I did kind of was a bit like, fuck. But it's one of those books that really make you think. It really tugs at your heartstrings and it keeps you on edge. So I highly recommend this book. I've been loving this book. Then I have some tea. So as you know, I work at Whittards, and part of my job, obviously, is to drink tea and hot chocolate. I don't like coffee. I give the coffee to my husband. Anyway, so I used to drink this as a child, because I have been a Wittard fan my whole life. I love my job. And it is the Dreamtime Instant Tea. Now, I love the packaging. Now, out of our instant teas, this is like a bestseller. Now, I will say this. The instant teas are so incredibly bad for you. They're just sugar. Like, and I can say that because we have to tell customers that. So I'm not going to get in trouble for saying that. Now, I love the instant teas. I have a sweet tooth. They taste amazing. You can make these in, like, so it's just like, it's basically flavoured sugar. Now, it is natural cane sugar. It's not got any nasties in it. I will say that. But as someone who has to monitor, like, I'm not diabetic and I'm being pregnant, there's a chance, like a risk. I do monitor my sugar levels really carefully. So it's not, this is like a treat for me. But this stuff, so I hadn't got any in the shop. I've been there for like 6-7 months now because it's not gluten free and my daughter's gluten free. And it's just a case of I didn't want her accidentally making herself a cup thinking, like, this is like the only product in Wittard's, the Dreamtime, like whether it's this one or the loose leaf tea, they're not gluten free. And apart from obviously the biscuits, they're like the only non-gluten free products we have. So I just didn't want her making it by accident. She knows she can't. But anyway, I picked some up because I've really been struggling sleeping. Now, this is just sugar. It's not going to help you sleep. I think it's more of a placebo that it helps me sleep. But this is flavoured with honey, apricot and vanilla. And it's got like barley in it as well, which is what makes it not gluten free. Or maybe this one doesn't. It might just be the loose leaf tea. Sugar, black tea, flavouring. Okay, maybe Dreamtime honey, apricot and vanilla instant tea. I'm going to have to look into that because the loose leaf version of this definitely has barley in it, as does the hot chocolate of Dreamtime, which I've not tried, but I love this. This tastes so good. Honey and apricot and vanilla is the best combination, and it takes me back to my childhood because my gran used to make me drink this all the time when I was a kid. Plus the packaging, out of all the instant teas, this is the nicest packaging in my opinion. And I've just really been enjoying this. I have a whole cupboard of these. I have almost every flavour, and this one is my favourite. And I'm just upset it took me so long to finally try it again. I really, really, really like it. So I might be wrong about the gluten-free status on that, but I know for a fact that the hot chocolate with Dreamtime flavouring and the loose leaf Dreamtime are not gluten-free. Pardon me. Okay, and then another random object, I have a candle. So my sister got me this candle, again for passing uni. So this is a patchouli and tobacco scented candle. She says she got it in TK Maxx. So it's the Leo Ben Company. I'll link their website below. So it uses vegetable wax and lead-free wicks, which is good to know. So I love the packaging with the silver, and obviously we got our classic kind of sun, moon kind of drawing here. This smells so good. As I said, and she said this as well, this, if my dad was a candle, this would be him. So my dad passed away a few years ago, but my dad loved patchouli. He would wear patchouli oil all the time because he was an old school hippie, and he smoked. But he made roll-up cigarettes, so like he had tobacco on him all the time. And he always smelled like tobacco and patchouli. Try not to get emotional. So this is really like this. It's so silly because it's a candle, but it's very personal. And it's just such an amazing scent. But according to my sister, like tobacco scents are really in right now. So I don't know if that's like a smell of the season or whatever. But this is the candle here. And I burn it like every day. And there's still a ton left. And it's so good. And then last but not least, because this video, as usual, is forever, I have one makeup item I want to talk about, and that is the Soph X Revolution palette. It's super reflective. This is the Extra Spice palette, so this is her second palette. So Soph does nails on YouTube. She's a British YouTuber, like beauty YouTuber, who's amazing. She's done this whole collaboration. She has 2 eyeshadow palettes, a highlighter palette, and lipsticks with Makeup Revolution. And I am wearing this palette today on my eyes. I have been wearing this. It comes with a huge mirror, but these are the colours it comes with. They're all like warm. We've got some kind of cool tone colours like here, like these purples and greeny blues, but then all these like warm colours. This shimmer every day is like my favourite shimmer, and then romance. Just this one here, which is what really attracted me to the palette. It's such like a lovely metallic. I'm not going to swatch all of them, but this is such good quality, and I think she's done such an amazing job putting this palette together. I don't have her first palette, just because this one appealed to me a little bit more. They're both kind of quite warm tone palettes, I think, but this one just appealed to me more. I've honestly been wearing this almost, like, I've hardly been wearing makeup unless I'm at work right now. If I do wear makeup, I reach for this palette. I do team it often with my Line Crime like Polly Pocket palette, just because these kind of complement each other really well. The only thing I'd say about this is I wish there was like a more like a base colour, but that's fine. I just go with a different one. But this is the kind of makeup I've been loving. So yes, sorry this video wasn't meant to be so long, and I know the start was a little bit like but I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below, what are your like favourite new kind of discoveries this autumn, you know, any makeup, or have you read any good books recently, like what recommendations you have. Any questions at all, just comment below. And if you're new here, thank you so much for watching my video, and if you would like to, I'd really appreciate it if you just hit the subscribe button down below and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you in my next video, and take care until then. Bye!